My name's Sarah, and I am sharing today a analysis I had done on a friend of mine. So I'd previously already shown her analysis virtually, so if you haven't watched that, please stop what you're doing and watch that one first. The video quality of this isn't what I wanted it to be, but I didn't want to scrap the whole video because I think that the most important thing is that you can see what the color drapes do to her face, and that still is shown. Step 1. So first we looked at warm and cool. The warm flag, so these strips are more for demonstration purposes. They can also give some hints as well. So this is the cool flag. The mirror is underneath here. I'm going to be bend down a little bit. Okay, so here's the cool on the top. And there's the warm. So I'm going to look at it again.
I feel like this one picks up the shadowing like immediately, like right here, picks up shadowing and even like gives shadowing here.
Analysis happens when you remove the drape. Like her cheeks
like a blush.
Yeah, like a blush. Like that's pretty crazy.
I mean, I am tired, but that emphasizes it.
Yeah, it's very dusty, so it's a good example of the comparison. Look at the green too, but a cool green is going to be more neutral because it's already a color. Look way more alive here. You almost have like a blue cast on your skin. Yeah, you look healthier here.
I feel like it makes my hair look a little bit brighter too.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, so you look way healthier here. Mm-hmm. It's actually a very nice green. A lot of times people do not like that green at all, but I wear that well. Yeah, you can wear that well. I find that people with strawberry blonde hair look really nice in that green. And this is a really nice blue. Especially for like summer because it's so bright too.
I don't like that one at all.
Yeah, like way fresher here. Like you have life again. Like this makes you like alive and doesn't take color from you. It enhances your natural coloring. Okay, now, this looks nice on you. A lot of times, even warm people might not like this one as much because it's not a lot of contrast for them, but that does look nice on you. Yeah. So Jen, in my training and experience, you have a warm undertone. After looking at the first step, we compared cool versus warm, and it had shown that she has a warm undertone and that she went slightly gray and it drained color from her when she was wearing cool colors. It was determined that she has a fully warm undertone. Step 2. For the next step, we look at the two warm home seasons, which is autumn and spring. Autumn and spring. Close your eyes for this one. Close your eyes.
Me?
Yeah. Okay. Just until I get that one past you. Okay. Autumn's on top here. Okay.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Like, don't you just want to walk around wearing this as a shirt?
You know that I would.
I would too.
Especially if it was like up like that.
They should sell
Hey,
them.
that's an idea.
What I'm saying is that so autumn is made of shades and tones. So it's colors mixed with black. So it's warm colors mixed with black or warm colors mixed with gray. So that's the tones and then the shades. What I'm seeing is that grayness or the depth from that black is casting shadows like around her jawline and then makes even her lips go a little bit gray. Yeah, don't hide them. Ready? Instantly, it's like a light bulb goes on and it's easier to see you and you're not shadowed and hidden a little bit from what was going on with this creating unnatural shadows on her face. We're looking for like what's in harmony with your natural coloring and not creating like an unnatural, unflattering effect. So we're also going to look at the individual drapes for autumn and spring. A closer to skin tone. This is the right undertone. Now we're comparing good versus better, especially depending on where she lands as far as undertone later. And this is nice too. Yeah. So I want to look at more.
I feel like with this orange, you see the color first.
You do. Yes, that's a good observation. Yeah. So it does seem a little disconnected where like here, Jen is the focus. Because you don't want a color to wear you. Yeah. You see the orange first, and then you look up to her face instead of, and your eye goes back and forth. Whereas here, the focus is, it's all one. It all flows, and the focus goes up to her. Autumn is a little heavy for her. And like fresh and bright here.
I like this one.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And then here.
It's a little like muddy or
Yeah,
something.
And some people and some systems, they may think like this is harmony because it's like a little matchy with her hair color, but like what's important is how her skin looks. And a color is doing anything unnatural and unflattering to her skin. And here it's a little bit darker. It's a little bit heavy for her, the brightness of her skin. So more apparent here that it's like the light goes on. And this just doesn't have much to do with her. It's one of the darker examples in the autumn. Just a little too heavy for her.
I really like this one.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I like that candle one too.
Oh yeah. You can wear some of the more trickier shades or tints. Okay. Stang purple.
Third time's charm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, this is perfect for her. So through the analysis, we saw that spring was better and that autumn was a little bit heavy and dark for her. It created shadows and it took some of her clarity that she has naturally away from her. And although the undertone was correct, we're looking at good versus better at this point. So Jen's home season is spring. Step 3. After we determined that Jen is its spring home season, we looked at the flows of spring and compared them to true spring. Spring is made up of light, warm, and bright. Those are the 3 dimensions of springs. Bright flow, which is the palette between winter and spring. This is the bright. So this is bright. So there's definitely going to be parts of this that are nice because springs are bright, but we're comparing good versus better, or better versus best at this point, really. Okay. It's almost like she's wearing blush in this one. It's not too severe, but it's like there is just like this little bit of shadowing that happens where you go a little bit gray.
Yeah.
It is a little bit intense for you because it has less white in it.
It's like very reflective, I feel like. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, it's a little more harmony here. But you're probably somewhere in the middle. You probably could do something like a little bit more saturated than this, but not quite as saturated as this. Because even though this yellow is shown, there's more spring yellows. Like there's tons of spring yellows. It's just yellow mixed with white. So it could be varying degrees of white, or it could just be the bright, like just like a yellow hue. So this is the bright yellow.
Wow.
I mean, this is a neutral palette, but a yellow is a warm color, so it's not going to be that neutral. I don't hate it.
Oh, it's a bit much, but it's nice.
Yeah, but also we're going to look at a couple different colors from each one. Let's look at the other ones too, though. Perfect. Shadowy, like right, like you can see it here. Like this is more obvious because it's blue versus blue, so this is more of like a obviously. Like
it's like a pretty color. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't serve you.
Yeah,
it doesn't serve you, but it's a pretty color blue.
Yeah, like no offense, blue. It just doesn't work for me.
But and it'd probably be a good bottom or something that's not like too close to your face. But like that's like
much
perfect.
better.
Yeah, so nice. I feel like this is a color you would have been drawn to before color analysis.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is like now you can see the shadows like under your eyes.
Yeah.
And it makes you look a little bit gray because it's a little bit cooler. the shadows. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the focus like comes up to the face here. Yeah.
When comparing Bright to True Spring, it was noted that the warmer colors of Bright were pretty nice on her. So like the neutral version of a yellow is never going to be that cool because it's such a warm color. So it's just that the warmth is toned down a little bit, but it still has warmth in there. The Bright palette was a little bit dark for her, and some of the darker colors of Bright were too dark and too neutral for her. And purple was also a bit heavy for her and a bit dark. For a purple that is a cooler color, it is better for her to have a lot of white mixed in. The green Bright drape was too heavy for her because of the depth, and it was missing some of the warmth and the lightness of spring. We can rule out Bright Spring. So we look at light versus True Spring. So the light palette is a palette directly between summer and spring. So what it has in common, it has tints in it. But the light palette also, since it's moving into summer, is a little bit softer in that there's a tiny bit of gray added in. So there's white added and then there's gray added. So it almost can be this, like, I've heard it called before as like a watercolor effect. It's more of a sheer light than it is like a soft, muted, heavy, deeper palette, which is the palette between autumn and summer. Because what those two palettes have in common is that they both have tones. Okay, this is the light.
You do go a little bit gray. It's just like a tiny bit gray. Just like watch you get like the tiniest bit.
Yeah.
It's very subtle, but like I do see it. But you can definitely get away with borrowing. Like, so say you were gonna use a gray, you would borrow a gray from the light palette, which is more like a dove gray. It's something that has a lot of white in it. The light, very nice, gorgeous. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah.
Tough one. Just because I feel like they're more similar than the other colors that we've tried before.
And this is like what a yellow neutral is not going to be that. I mean that neutral is going to be neutral warm. And sometimes there's colors that overlap a little bit. No, but this one's a little bit better. Like you can do a little bit more saturation, like that washed you out like just slightly. But even in your virtual, like I remember like there were some light ones that were like, this is close, but you just washed out like the tiniest bit. And that's what I just saw there. You can look at it again. But in reality, it's like this or like dark blue, obviously by this. That's nice. That's really nice. We haven't even looked at the red yet.
Pretty,
That looks
like
great.
this.
That looks great. Okay, so here is a light example of red.
Ew, no.
Yeah, this was too dusty. You don't need dusty. You need clear. So if it's light, it should be white and not mixed with gray. Yeah, like so much more lives, more vibrancy here.
So for the light, it was observed that although, especially the warmer colors were nice on her, that she could do a little bit more saturation, and that the red specifically was a little bit too soft for her, and it stole some color from her. So although especially with, there are some overlapping colors like a yellow, and some of the warmer colors of light might still serve her, True Spring's better. And for her to be a light spring, it would have to be better than the options for True Spring.
Lastly, we're going to look at the flows of warm versus True Spring.
This is the palette between autumn and spring. This is the warm.
People are in boxes. So like even if you're a True Spring, you're closer to this than you are to bright. How like fresh and bright and angelic she looks here, which is something I see with springs. Versus the warm is nice, but there is just like that little bit of shadowing that happens from the tones, which is because this is a little bit toastier than spring.
Oh, I like that toastier.
Yeah, it's so fresh. Oops. Turtle dove. Dove's flying right here. Can't wait for the edits. And this is the green that's tough unless someone's warm. Like, not like a warm undertone, but just like a warm meaning between.
Love that green.
Stop it.
Sorry.
No, it's still good. It's still nice. It's still nice. It's still nice, but do you look fresh?
No, I just like the color.
Yeah. No, it's nice. This is like your
split pea greens.
Yeah, like your
Yeah, the color of my room. Oh my god.
And like your mom can do this like really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause she's just like a little bit closer to autumn than you are.
Mm-hmm.
But fresher.
I know, you're
yeah,
right.
Yeah, like fresher. Yeah, a little shadowy.
Yeah, it's like too much. It's yeah, like that other color before you see the color 1st.
Mm-hmm.
That's better.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, and even though it's not like, cause like springs do really well with color, so like I still recommend wearing color like with this. Like a good layer, or like even if it's a little bit more camel as like a jacket, but also like try to incorporate some color if you can. So this is a little bit softer. There's a little bit more red in it almost. Do you see? Because springs are gold based and autumns are red based.
It's like the macaroni and cheese crayon, that color.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. Okay. So in my training and experience, you are a true spring.
Lastly, we look at warm versus true spring. So warm is the palette directly between autumn and spring. So this is a toastier palette. It has some gray in it. It has a little bit more gray in it than true spring. So I've heard in training, more or less, like I'm paraphrasing, or the founder of the International Image Institute talk about, like it's kind of almost like it's like put in the oven and turned up a little bit and just, caramelized. It's almost like a caramelized version of true spring in many ways. The pistachio color in warm, although it was the right undertone, and to an untrained eye, still looks great, but she did look brighter and healthier in the true spring. And of course, like right now, like she's great skin, and she's still younger, but when she, in 20, 30 years or whatever, like it may show more when she's wearing colors that aren't her like number one best colors. So you might look at it objectively and be like, oh, well, the pistachio's not bad. Like, no, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I would say she can even get away with it more than most people can, right? But, with the rust was a little heavy for her. And it didn't have to do with the shine. It had to do with the undertone of that rust color was more red than it was yellow. And springs have more of a yellow base, and autumn has more of a red base. And the yellow was just like the softer yellow was just a little bit too soft for her. Like she can do a full saturation, or she can do a tint really nicely. So it would, if she was, so say she was a warm palette, so she was warm spring, she'd be losing a lot of colors and saturation that she can do, and then the tints, because like she can do bright, she can do light. If she was to be flowing in any direction, I would say she's flowing towards warm. But in the way that, say we're looking at light, bright, and warm. Okay, say we're looking at light, bright, and warm. I would say maybe, like a true spring is a roughly equal distribution of the three dimensions of light, bright, and warm. I would say Jen's maybe 40% warm, 32% light, 28% bright. So, it's still like roughly, instead of being like an even like 33.333 split, I think she's a little bit heavier in the warm and the light than she is bright. But still equal enough that she's a true spring and she's not a flow. Step 4.
Look at the extenders. This would be like a nice bag or jacket.
I love this color.
Yeah, it's really pretty. That's really pretty too. Even though this doesn't have that much contrast to your hair and your skin, that little bit of shine makes it nicer than the matte one. Not too much shine either. It's like perfect. Yeah. Here we go to the colors. Yay! Oh
I love this color. I never find this in the wild. It's so pretty though.
I think I found it a couple times. I'll have to tell you. Sometimes Old Navy has something similar. Wildwood Boardwalk, something similar. I have to figure out the name of the shop.
Boardwalk pink.
Yeah.
No, what is it, like
Boardwalk
salmon,
coral.
yeah.
Like a hot coral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
salmon, like salmon coral almost.
Yeah.
Like, yo, pretty. It's like a really good blush color.
Mm-hmm.
I have to show you a swatch of my blush. That is this color.
I need a new one.
Yeah, I'll have to show you actually, because it's like a tube. It's a squeeze one, so I'll just give you a little pinch of it. Oh, this is amazing too.
Oh, I love this one.
This
What
is
is
so
this?
nice.
What would you call this one?
This is more
So pretty.
orangey, but like
Yeah.
it's more of like a warm, like an orange
Like
coral, like an orange coral.
papaya?
Yeah, papaya. The reason why I don't have names for everything is because if you like were to Google something, it wouldn't necessarily show you the exact
Right.
thing. But I think it's coral peach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
probably closest to like coral peach, which makes sense. It's more orangey than the last one we saw, which was more like a warm pink. Like such a special color.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
love
oh
it.
my goodness.
Love it.
People just need to make more clothes like this. Like it's really insane. Like, it's so beautiful. So this is more like a cantaloupe orange. So an orange in spring is more of like a cantaloupe orange. There can be like more of like the poppy red, which like almost looks a little orangey, but it's not like that pumpkin orange that we saw earlier with the, or from the drape from autumn. So it's more like this is your orange more. So it's light and bright. It's beautiful, like a buttercup yellow.
Pretty.
Very pretty, especially when you smile. So cute. And here we're getting a little more limey.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's nice.
I still like it. I've just never had this on my
Yeah.
body, but it's like I love that color. Is it called? I've seen something in some kind of line of products, and I think it was called like Moonbeam or like Moon Glow or something.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, something or like safety yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I like this one. This is like
this is so nice.
that previous one, but
a little lighter.
yeah.
Well, it's more white in there.
Interesting color.
You are one of the only people that likes strawberry blondes. Your hair is obviously like an opposite color to this, too.
I would
the
not.
contrast.
I would not have thought that this would be a color I could wear, or like it would be in a spring extender.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
There's a lot of white in it.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's why
That's
it works.
probably why. Yeah.
The ones that are even a little more green. You have a lot
I
of
love
shirts like
this
this.
one. I love this one.
Yeah, and like it's such like a special color to be able to wear well, and you can do it well. It doesn't have to be accessory. You can just wear it.
It's like a
As a
McDonald's
mock-up.
Shamrock Shake.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Alright, so here's more of a Kelly green. That's
Love
still
it.
beautiful.
Love it.
It's beautiful. It's so nice.
I do like
It's
it.
crazy. Like no wonder Ireland adopted it.
And why the Eagles look better with this color than the.
I know.
You were very upset about that.
I'm still upset about it. I still need to get more green stuff,
Yeah.
like Kelly green stuff, because like the midnight green is not great.
Oh my god! I never
This
would have
is so
thought
pretty.
that I could do this color.
Oh yeah, imagine like as like a dress, you know?
It's so like 2000s. I just
Oh, it's perfect.
I love it. Yeah.
Or like a little frosty, but it warm at the
Mhm.
same time still. Yeah, it's really pretty.
We gotta go to the thrift store. Like,
Yeah,
cut the
we're gonna- yeah.
video. We gotta go.
Let's look at the
I'm
medals.
ready.
Let's look at the medals and the
Okay,
blushes. We're out of here.
okay.
Dogs out and we're gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wendy's first.
Okay. Or McDonald's. Whack Arnold's. That's so pretty.
This isn't for me, right?
Mm-mm. So
Okay.
the bottom one is.
Yeah.
So this
That
is
makes
more of
sense.
the autumn one. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna look at the silver. So you might like the lightness of this one, but it's not gonna have that warmth.
Yeah.
This is the winter one, yeah. It
Oh,
makes you
yeah.
a little gray.
I love silver, but yeah, it's just
Yeah.
not.
Like healthier
yeah,
here.
better. Wow.
It's a brush.
I hope that you enjoyed watching my friend's virtual analysis and her in-person draping as well, and I hope to be doing more of these in the future. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe to help support my channel.
I like the autumn colors because I would think that the spring would be like too bright
Right.
for me, but now that I can see the differences,
Yeah, it's
I
like
can-
why look tired, more tired, when
Yeah.
you can look like fresh and bright,
yeah.
and yeah, which is like truthfully how your skin is.
Now I have like permission to buy the fun colors.
Yeah.
Look for the fun colors.
Yeah, and then like no one can tell you anything about it. You just be sorry, I'm spring.
Yeah.
Go get your analysis done and see what you can do.